and a super duper big welcome to the Mighty Spriggles channel. It's so wonderful to have you here for a brand new adventure. Are you ready to shrink down to the size of something very small? Today, we're exploring one of the tiniest but mightiest creatures on our planet. They march in long lines. They can lift things much bigger than themselves. You have probably seen them in your garden or on the pavement. Can you guess who we're talking about? That's right, the amazing, busy, secret world of ants. Have you ever watched an ant scurry along the ground? It seems like it's always on a very important mission, doesn't it? You're absolutely right. Ants are some of the busiest little workers in the animal kingdom. They have so many important jobs, building their homes, finding food, taking care of their families. Tiny alone, extraordinary together. So, first things first, what exactly is an ant? Well, ants are a type of insect. They have special features that make them unique. If you look very closely, their body has three main parts: head, front of the ant, eyes, mouth, two wiggly antennae, thorax, middle part where 6 legs attach, 6 legs with tiny claws at the end of each leg, abdomen, the back that holds internal organs. It's like a head, chest, and tummy, just like us, but insect style. Let's talk about those amazing antennae. Ants tap them on the ground or on each other. Antennae are super important tools. They use them to smell, to touch, to taste, to find food, sniff danger, and say hello to friends. Imagine smelling dinner and feeling your way with 2 feelers on your head. That's an ant's everyday superpower. Now what about their 6 legs? Ants are fantastic walkers and amazing climbers. Claws help them grip almost any surface, even up walls and upside down. They march long distances to search for food and carry heavy things back home. Some ants can carry 50 times their body weight. That's like you trying to lift a car. Where do they live? Ants are found almost everywhere on Earth. Deserts, rainforests, grassy fields, back gardens, and parks. Not many in super cold places like Antarctica. They build homes deep underground and high up in trees. They are true world travelers. So, we know ants live almost everywhere. But what are their homes actually like? Most ants live together in a big community inside a home called a nest, or a colony. These aren't just simple holes. They are incredible, complicated cities built by the ants themselves. If you could shrink down and peek inside, you'd find a maze of tunnels and chambers, a huge, busy underground town with different rooms for different purposes. Nurseries for the baby ants, pantries for storing food, seeds, leaves, and other tasty treats, and resting chambers for the hard-working ants. Ants are brilliant engineers. They use strong jaws, called mandibles, to dig into the soil, grain by grain, carrying each tiny piece out. They create intricate networks of tunnels that go deep into the ground. Some nests are enormous, stretching further than a car, housing millions of ants. It takes a lot of teamwork, with every ant knowing exactly what its job is. Inside the nest, it's very organized. Each chamber has a special job. Deep down, you find the queen's chamber, where she lays all the eggs. Nearby nurseries keep eggs clean and warm. As the larvae hatch, they're moved, fed, and cared for. If it rains, ants can block entrances to stop floods. If it gets too cold, they huddle to stay warm. If it's too hot, they open more entrances to let cool air flow. They work constantly to keep their underground city safe, comfortable, and perfect for the whole colony to live and grow. Inside every busy ant colony, it's like a giant family where everyone has a very specific job to do. It's all centered around one very important ant, the queen. She's usually the biggest and has the most important job of all. Her main role is to lay all the eggs. She can lay thousands, sometimes even millions, in her lifetime. She is the mother of the entire colony. Next up, the worker ants. These are all female ants, and they're the ones you see scurrying outside the nest. They are the builders, the nurses, the cleaners, and the food collectors. Some care for the queen and babies. Others dig new tunnels. Many are foragers who search for food and water. If the colony is in danger, soldier ants spring into action. They are often bigger with powerful jaws, defending the nest from unwanted visitors. They stand guard at the entrances, the brave protectors of the ant city, keeping everyone safe. Finally, there are the male ants. They usually have wings and fly out to help a new queen start a new colony. After their job, they don't live long. So most ants you see working are female worker ants, all sisters from the same queen mother. This amazing family structure, with everyone having a special role, makes colonies so successful and strong. Did you know there are more than 12,000 kinds of ants worldwide? That's more than birds or mammals. Ant trails look like they follow an invisible map. We'll find out why soon. Working together as a team is, honestly, one of the most incredible things about ants. A single ant is tiny and not very strong, but a whole colony working together can do amazing things. This is called cooperation. Ants are champions of it. Have you ever seen a group of ants carrying a big crumb? They all lift together like a tiny weightlifting team. How do they talk to each other? Ants have a secret. They don't use words. They use special smells called pheromones, leaving invisible breadcrumb trails to guide their sisters to food. That's why you see ants marching in a perfect line. When they build nests, thousands work together, digging, carrying soil, creating complex underground cities. No blueprint, no boss, just teamwork. If a predator attacks, workers swarm to fight it off, protecting the queen and the young. This cooperation makes the colony a superorganism. The whole colony acts like a single creature, each ant a tiny cell in a big body. No single ant is more important than the colony. Teamwork helps them find food, build bigger, safer homes, and raise more young. That's why they're one of the most successful groups of animals on the entire planet. You won't believe what they get up to when we're not looking. A hidden world buzzing beneath our feet. Stick around and prepare to be amazed by the mighty Spriggles. Did you know that ants are like tiny little gardeners that help plants grow all over the world? It's true. One important way is seed spreading. Some seeds have a tasty treat called an elaeosome. Ants love it. A worker finds the seed, carries it home, eats the yummy part, but not the seed. They discard it near the nest, which is actually wonderful for the plant. Nest soil is nutrient-rich, perfect for a tiny seed to sprout. Healthy soil versus unhealthy soil. Can you spot the difference? This is called myrmecockery. As ants dig millions of tunnels, they move and mix the soil. This is aeration, creating tiny air pockets so water and oxygen reach plant roots. It's like plowing a tiny farm field, making the ground soft and fluffy so roots grow strong and deep. Ants bring leftovers and organic bits back to their nests. Leftover food, dead insects, even their own waste. These materials break down and enrich the earth around the colony, making soil more fertile, like adding plant food to the garden. So next time you see an ant mound, remember, underneath it, a whole team of tiny farmers is working hard to make the soil better for all the plants around them. Beyond being excellent gardeners, ants also have another very important job. They are part of the world's cleanup crew. Imagine if every dead leaf, twig, and tiny insect stayed forever. The world would get messy. Ants help tidy our environment. They are scavengers. eating all sorts of things they find: dead insects, fruit bits, and other scraps. By taking these back to the nest to eat or store, they help break them down and recycle them. Decomposition is super important. Nutrients return to the soil, where plants use them to grow strong and healthy. Ants are like tiny recycling trucks, collecting nature's waste and turning it into something useful. They keep our forests and fields clean and healthy. Some ants are specialists. Army ants march in huge groups and are incredible predators that can clear out vast numbers of insects and small creatures. It might sound scary, but it helps keep the ecosystem balanced, controlling pests so no one species takes over. Whether carrying a tiny picnic crumb or clearing a leaf in the woods, ants are constantly working to keep things tidy, day and night. With millions working worldwide, their tireless work keeps our planet from being buried under its own mess, proving the smallest creatures can have a very big impact. Ants don't just interact with plants and soil, they have fascinating relationships with many animals too. Some are friendly, like ants and aphids. Aphids drink plant sap and make a sweet liquid called honeydew. Ants think it's delicious. Ants farm aphids, protect them from predators, and gently stroke them to get more honeydew, like a farmer caring for cows for milk. Ants are also food for many animals. Birds like woodpeckers and sparrows love to eat ants, sometimes pecking into trees to reach a nest. Other animals, lizards, frogs, even some spiders, rely on ants. Even bears may rip open logs to munch ant larvae. This makes ants a crucial link in the food web, a map of who eats who and how energy moves through nature. Ants eat plants, seeds, and small insects. Then they are eaten by larger animals. Being both predator and prey keeps everything connected and balanced. Without ants, many animals might struggle to find enough food. They are a vital meal for countless creatures, big and small. By helping both sides of the web, ants keep the entire ecosystem in balance. Ever wondered where ants go when they march in a perfect line? It's like they're following a secret, invisible map. You might be surprised. Ants help humans too. One big way is in farming. Ants help keep farm soil healthy. By digging tunnels, they aerate the soil, letting water and air reach roots, helping crops like corn and wheat grow bigger and stronger, with fewer big machines needed. Ants are natural pest control. Many pests are on the ants' menu: eggs, larvae, flies, caterpillars, and beetles. With healthy ant populations, farmers might use fewer chemical pesticides. The ants help grow healthier food for free. In some places, people eat ants. They can be a good source of protein. Some larvae are a delicacy, and certain ants are roasted as a crunchy snack. Scientists study ants too. Some ants produce powerful antibiotics to keep nests free of fungus. Researchers hope to discover new medicines from them. Even though we sometimes think of them as pests in our kitchens, remember all the good things ants do: helping grow our food, protecting plants, and keeping soil healthy. They are tiny helpers, making a big difference in agriculture and science. The next time you see an ant, maybe thank it for all its hard work. Did you know there are more than 12,000 kinds of ants worldwide? We'll explore their super organized homes, the different jobs they have, and how they help our planet. Wow! What an incredible journey we have been on today, exploring the mighty world of the tiny ant. We've shrunk down to their size and discovered unbelievable secrets. We learned an ant's body has 3 parts, and that they use their amazing antennae to smell and feel. We peeked inside their underground cities, baby ants, food stores, and the very important queen. We met the egg-laying queen, hard-working female workers, and brave soldiers. We saw teamwork, secret chemical trails, and how colonies act like a superorganism. Ants are tiny gardeners and cleanup crew, spreading seeds and recycling nutrients. They have friendships with aphids and feed many animals, keeping the food web in balance. They even help our farms in science. I hope you have had as much fun on this adventure as I have. The world of ants is bigger and more amazing than most people imagine. Thank you so much for watching, and please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe on the Mighty Spriggles channel for more amazing adventures into the world of science and nature. See you next time, bye.